bit about questions. And these are your all's questions. Now, I will be answering other questions. So if you come on the live, I will answer those questions. But I will be shooting down these questions. I got a lot of questions here. Hopefully I won't be on here too long, but I'll probably be on here for a while because I got lots of questions. Actually, you all have lots of questions. This is 2 weeks worth of questions that have been sent in to me. So if you want to go and ask Jason a question, and I will get to you sometime or another. I'm not going to say I will be here right now, but I will get there sometime or another, and I will answer your question at pressurewashhelp.com/ask. So like I said, I have a whole half a book here of questions. There's about 40 some questions right here that I'm going to go through, read some, answer. If you're on the live, you can ask your questions. I'll probably do 2 or 3 of these questions, do 2 or 3 of your all's questions, and we will go and we'll do it that way. Again, if you have any other questions, like I say, just ask what's up. So, what up, Mr. Jimmy Dudley? How's it going? How's everything going? Mr. Clayton, what up? Envision, HD, and Miss Beth. Are you selling any jobs yet? Gonna make some money. All right, so we're gonna get started here because why I don't have too many people on here, we're gonna really get started. So the first question comes from a guy in Houston, Texas, and these first few questions are, you know what, I'm gonna make this a lot easier on Jason because if I don't get to these questions, my wife ain't gonna be happy. But you know what, these questions are a lot easier to do with. High, low pressure. Actually, I'll just do it. Screw it. All right, so we're coming from Texas, and this guy is from Texas, and his question is which machine into pressure washing? Which out of machine do you recommend? I'm thinking of starting with my own tank. I drive a Suburban. I don't have a 100-gallon buffer tank for a 5-gallon a minute. I found some great deals on pressure washing products. The prices were good, but the shipping is $200 to $50 to $300. So I do like some. I would try to go with a 4.5 gallon or 5-gallon a minute pump. If you got to go with a 4-gallon a minute pump, that's fine too. With your tanks can get expensive. Tanks cost as much for shipping as they will in the cost of the tank, and all you're doing is shipping air. So it's kind of stupid, but it's just something that you got to do and go with it. So Jason Flynn asked the question, when you plumb a buffer tank, do you need a high pressure hose from a power washer to buffer tank? And that is a negative. We do not need a high pressure hose from the buffer tank to there. What we do need is a hard suction hose, because if we don't use a hard suction hose, what can happen is it will suck shut. So we need to make sure that is a hard suction hose. It does not have to be high pressure hose. So like I say, this is for Ask Jason. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'll do 3 or 4 of these questions. I'll answer 3 or 4 of theirs questions, and we'll just kind of go back and forth and that kind of thing. When you're asking Jason questions and Ask Jason, unless you like being really hard on me, try not to write a book. I suck at reading anyway, and so I don't know. Just be easy on me. First question: I'm going to set up a trailer anytime soon. I'm going to be unable to get a trailer anytime soon, so I'm going to have to get a power washer and perform the jobs with a water hose for my water system. I'm either going to downstream or XJet. I'm still learning how to do both and still trying to do under the ratios. But I think going to prefer downstreaming so I don't have to carry around the bucket. I'm having a hard time understanding how SH to put in 5 gallons, but I'm still doing my research. My question is, I'm thinking about getting a Simpson shot, blah, blah, blah. Do you think this is a good choice for my first power washing? And if not, what power washer? Yeah, you'll be fine with a 4 gallon a minute. It don't matter which one you're getting. Try to get one that you'll be able to use for a while. Some of them are actually, you might not be able to do them for the long term. So just, I mean, your 4 gallon a minute will work, and it will be fine to get you going and getting you started. Fernaldo, hey Jason. Hey Jason, I'm currently bought a Suttner 2305 pressure gun, and it says I need a 3/8 FPT for inlet and a 1/4 inch FPT for outlet. What does that mean, and what fittings would you buy from Amazon? So what you need is a 3/8 female NPT thread, or PT, and then you'll need a 1/4 inch. So the 1/4 inch will go on the end of the gun going out to your nozzles, and the 3/8 will be the quick connect coming in from your hose. On your hose will depend on if you're doing the male or the plug or the coupler. Some people will put the plug on the end of the gun. Some people put it. It just depends on how you got your stuff set up. Let me see what I got here. I got 2 more. Let me see what I got up here. So Beth said, I'm struggling. I hired Aaron's company for website and then was going to use Customer Factor, but I feel scattered. What plan of yours should I start with tonight? Well, it depends on if you want to talk to me or not. If you want to talk to me, you would want to go with the $99 one, so that way you can get Voxer, and I will talk to you, and I will help and send you the right way of what you need to try to do. If you want to try to just do it on your own, then obviously the $49 one is the one you would want to look at. I have several. That plan, the Voxer plan, is going bye-bye because I'm trying to refocus what I'm trying to do here. My goal is obviously my membership will be for the people that don't have a lot of money but can get training, and then my next goal is to get people from this point to this point. So that's going to be where I'm going to be focusing my time. I am still doing the Voxer program, so that will be what it is. What's up, Jason? When you downstream, is your mix really, really strong because you'll be diluting it as you spray? Yes and no. It depends on what you want to mix it at. So if you mix it at a 50-50 mix or a 6% mix, if you're using 12.5% and you are using, that, and you put 10 gallons of water and 10 gallons of bleach, you're at a 6% mix. And so that is, that's a roof mix. Now, when we 10-to-1 it down, that's going to get us to that 0.7, 0.6%. If we go straight, then that'll put us up there around that 1.25 area, which that's not real strong. It's strong enough that you might start killing stuff. So that's a strength that you really need to make sure you're pre-wetting everything, because that is a strength that you might actually do it. And I'm going to hit Dark Horse's question here too, because I was right up here. How do you clean wood shakes siding? I use bleach, to be honest. I mean, that's how I did them, and the ones I did. You can use sodium not chlorite, sodium hydroxide. You can use sodium hydroxide, but I just did it that way. All right, I'm going to leave me there so that way I can get back to where I left off there. All right, so we are at 9:30. I just want to add to my social. Now, guys, this right here is what I call dedication. This guy is 82 years old and wanting to start a pressure washing business, and he's got a question for me. Mr. Jack Bird, I just want to add to my Social Security. I've been doing lawn service for 18 years and thought it would be less strenuous. I have all the equipment to pressure wash and I have a 12-volt system. I would like to get information about mix. Is um, this work hard for an 82-year-old person? You know, I hope that when I turn 82 that I can still do this, Jack. I hope I'm still alive when I turn 82. I mean, my dad died at 62, so you know he had a heart attack, so that kind of worries me a little bit. But honestly, if you're just doing house washing, it's not that hard at all. If you're doing roof cleaning, obviously you're going to be a little bit more strenuous because then you're going to have to pull ladders around. But if you did house washing and even concrete cleaning, it's really not that hard. Now, that being said, I did 2 house washes yesterday, and I haven't washed a house in a while. It's been, it's been probably for me to wash a whole house by myself, it's probably been about, oh, well, I did one where I did some training. So, but I did 2 and I really used a lot of more. I was by myself. The last time I had DJ helping me and he has electric reel. So I had to reel up everything. So it took a toll on me. I was wore out last night. In my live, I was tired. So you can do it though. It's not that hard. I love doing house washing. I'm gonna do. Let's see what I got here. 1 or 2 more here. We're at 11:44. I appreciate your response. I finally figured out what was going on this past weekend. I had a significant amount of broad searches for about half of my budget. I moved all of them to negative keywords. I'm shutting down right now, and I will get with you on Google Ads. So this is a Google Ads question, and this is something that you have to do once a week. You really need to get in there and talk and get in there and see what people are searching. If you don't have a negative keyword list, you will get a lot of bad, crappy keywords. And so you really need to make sure that those negative keywords are in there. So what a negative keyword is in AdWords is, say if somebody's looking for a house wash, or let's just say pressure washer. Obviously, we want pressure washer as a negative keyword because pressure washer is probably somebody looking to buy a pressure washer. Well, we don't want to show them an ad, right? So what we will do is add that as a negative keyword. Lowe's, Home Depot, hose, all those are all negative keywords, and you want to add those as negative keywords. In my training, I have like 500 negative keywords that you can copy and paste all those negative keywords in your Google Ads. So that way, when your Google Ads don't get dinged on stupid keywords. I got one more, and then I'll come to up here and do that. No equipment yet. Working on part. Picking up my trailer in a week or 2. I'm going to get my web page, cards, F9 product, SH. Just picked up my business phone number. I don't know if there's a question there. All right. Well, I'm not going to worry about that one. All right. So let's come back up here. Describe cold calls, please. Jimmy, cold calls is something that we can go and try to get work from. Basically, it's 2 ways you can do it. You can obviously do a cold call and just start calling people and picking up the phone and just start calling. Hey, John Smith, I do pressure washing. I just let you know if you need anything, let me know what I can do. The other thing is another way to do cold calls, and I got quite a bit of work out of this. We would go to property managers and go talk to the property managers. A lot of them you don't do much, but some of them you will. We had one, her name was Robin, and when I first started, we walked in there, and I did stuff for her every year. I would at least do probably $2,000 to $3,000 a year for her, and there was times I did more than that, but she would always give me $2,000 to $3,000 worth of work every year. And so, you know what? That was a great relationship. That right there was well worth the driving around and getting it done. Where can I buy the J-Rod tips for downstreaming and 5-gallon? You have a video, you explain like the different tips. Where can you pick up the tips and use? If you're going to pick up those tips, you're going to have to pick them up from you can pick them up from any pressure washing store. You will have to tell them what you want. Most of them already have their own tip set. So on that tip set there, you have the tip sets that I use is a 00 40, a 00 or a 0540, a 0 or a 2540, and then the high pressure one is 2525, I believe, or 2520. I don't remember which one it is. Jason, thank you for the great content. Awesome. Thanks for watching, Green Machine. Yes, I want to talk to you. If a customer picks up package number 2 that includes outside windows, how would you give her a price for them? Would you go in person and quote it? Nope. We just did it by the square footage. You can do it by the windows and all that, but that gets stupid at that point. So now, if you're going in person to quote, then obviously you're going to give them different types of packages and stuff like that. You're not just going to be one package. Lance or no lance on the gun? No lance. I don't like a lance. Maybe a short lance, a 12-inch one. I don't like much longer than that. It's too heavy. I'm lazy, and I don't like holding all that weight up there. You get that lance up. If you don't have a lance, usually your hose and whatever you have will be just about right. You put a lance on there, it will fold that gun down. So then now you actually got to help hold that gun up there. And then you're going to start working on the carpal tunnel and all that great stuff. So don't do that. Did you have a minimum to pull up at a house, no matter what they want done? Small, yes. We always told them our minimum was $300. So unless we were doing gutter cleanouts, it was $300. Is SH neutralizer stabilizer needed each time you spray SH? I never did. Yeah, water. What up, John? How's everyone doing? Doing good. Kind of slow tomorrow. I get 10,000 clip flyers done. Gonna throw some Saturday for more work. Get out there and get it done. Would you recommend doing aluminum siding? If so, how would you do it? I just did a video on this. Actually, I did like 3 videos on it. They will be in the membership. They will come out eventually on YouTube, but it's probably going to be a while because there's about 60 videos in my queue that's ready to come out on YouTube, and I only put out 2 a week. And I'm going to start probably putting out a 3rd video, but it's not going to be about pressure washing. Can anybody guess what my 3rd video a week is going to be about? Put it in the comment if you think you know what my 3rd video a week is going to be about. So I will probably be putting out 5 videos a week, 2 lives and 3 videos. But 2 of them are going to be pressure washing. What is that 3rd one going to be? Do you know? So let's go I'll talk about aluminum siding. So aluminum siding is, it's one of those things that I will never give 100% guarantee that it will clean. In fact, I will usually tell people it's about 90% chance it'll clean. It's not that it won't clean. Sometimes the aluminum siding, the paint is done gone and you can't do nothing about it. So that is something that I am doing for that. So aluminum siding is one that I think that 85% that I usually tell them 80 to 85% that it will come 100% clean. The other 10 to 15, if the paint is gone, the paint is gone. The one I did yesterday, it's on an old 100-year-old house. You can see where it's been painted, and it probably hadn't been painted in a long time. Richard Brinkley, you are right. It's going to be one about Christmas light, because one of my 2 videos is supposed to be about one of these lives. Every Wednesday night, my live is supposed to be about that, but marketing. So there. All right. So your family life. I do that on a different channel, dude. 1948. I do that with me and my wife on there. me and my wife. All right, so I can go over here now. Hold on here. Let me get this up. So now you can actually read questions with me. So that way I don't sound just like a retard of trying to read a question here. Um, Let me make sure I'm on the right problem here. John T, right here at the bottom. Hey, Jason. Let's see if I can zoom this in a little bit here. So that way everybody can see it. All right. Hey, Jason. First, thank you for your knowledge and experience. I own a pressure washer business in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I usually target high-end residential areas. Many of my clients refer to the special treatment and enjoy treating all of my customers with the special attention to detail. My question is what surfactant would you recommend? I'm looking for something to maybe mask the SH with a good scent and will not streak and spot the windows. I usually downstream and have tried Apple Wash, which is usually used as a marking agent. Just trying to get a good smell without spotting the windows. Thank you for your recommendation and help. And so what I'm going to tell you there, John, is I've heard, so the best surfactant that I've been able to find and use is that doesn't spot the windows is snot monade or cherry monade, whatever you want to call it. But that being said, that is what I like the best. Now, actually, I had one of my guys in my private Facebook group that if you're a member of my training, you can get in there. And what he likes to do is he actually uses Apple Wash. And when he gets to the front door, he will actually turn the Apple Wash up to make it smell better. Because he said that smells really good. And so that's what he will do. He will turn it up to make that happen. So the next question here is at 2200 is there a way to bypass the built-in soap tank injector on my 2.3 so I can downstream with a 1.8 with pulling? I can't get the 1.8 to pull anything. I don't know if you can remove that one or not. That's kind of a tough one right there. And I don't know if the new one, if you put on, I think if you put another one on, you should be all right. But I'm not 100% sure, Greg. All right, and I'm gonna hit this next one right here while I'm on a move here. It's from Christy. I'm running a 4,000 PSI with 150 feet of hose. I recently purchased a 2.3 GPM injector and J-Rock kit. I had trouble getting soap to suck. When I asked the question on Pressure Tech, they told me to get the 4-gallon injector, which running more than 100 feet of hose. Also purchased a 2.3 J-Rod kit, which came with an 0030, an 0010, a 2530, and a 2510. My question is my setup would be the best injector nozzles to use for downstream. And I know you've done a video. I'm just confused when reading the nozzle chart. Yeah, the nozzle charts make me confusing too. I read the nozzle chart. So I would, on that nozzle set, I would think the 2540 would be better. The 2540 and the 2540 and the what I would do is I would take out that 0010 and put a 0540 in there, and I would use those instead of those right there. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go back over here to on the main screen because I got to change out my sheet here, and I will answer some more questions here. Mr. Benjamin, need to get together with you reference to getting another trailer built. I'm ready to build one if two. We're getting overrun. It's so time. Let me know, dude. Let me know what you want to do. I will work on it for you and get it done. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm busy. I'm working my tail off trying to get this thing up and going, and I'm hitting my goals and I'm blowing my goals away myself. So it's actually pretty freaking awesome, and I love it, dude. Should you get insurance right away starting out or wait to get a few houses down? If I'm going to tell you the honest truth, I would try to get insurance as quick as you can. That way, if you screw up something, you're less likely to lose everything. And that's what I would say. Aluminum siding or aluminum, that is $20. Thank you, Ben. Um, wait. I started for years just washing my neighbor's house. Um, Marketing, nope. Everybody thought I was going to talk about marketing, but nope. I'm going to talk about Christmas lights because I do have a Christmas light channel, and in the membership, you actually get Christmas lights right now. That's part of it, and I will do that. My family life, I'm not going to put that on this channel. I do talk about my family life on another channel, and you can go find that. It's a good channel. We talk about it. Just made a video about marketing, crushing it with Facebook ads. Thank you, Richard, for the super chat. I appreciate that very much. But I love Jason's Google Ads course. It's great. Yep, it is good in there. I'm getting ready to add a bunch more. I'm starting Christmas lights this year. Christmas lights is a great way to make your business a year-round business. It really is. When you do house washing, does the chemical mist drops to your body from high up when you do a 2-story? Any health risk or chemicals mist to you? I'm sure it's not the best for you. That's another reason why I like to do as least amount of chemical as I can to even house wash. Some of these guys go pretty hot, and that stuff is falling on you, and it is getting on you. The good thing about that though is if it's hot, usually what I will do is I will, when I'm rinsing my water, I will always spray over my head where I can get that to get back off of me. And I try to do that because here's the thing, if you're hot and sweaty, what's a little bit of cold water or warm water on you? It actually feels good. So that's kind of how I do that. So yeah, and then don't piss in the wind. That's a play with the wind versus going against the wind. All right, I'm going to wait on Justin James. I'll get on your question next. I'm going to come back over here and work on some of these so I can knock this baby out because you all are 27, 28. I got to get these questions knocked out. So my wife gets off my tail. She likes being on my tail sometimes. But from Clean Burst Power Washing, I believe his name looks like it might be Gary. Hello, Jason. I love your videos, learning and gaining knowledge every day. I started my business in March this year, and so far it's all right. Still learning the marketing side, just ordered 20 signs and paid Facebook ads for a week. Hopefully it works. Should I advertise wax for siding, or is it a big lie? The company I use to work for always offered that service and work. I was blasted on Facebook ads from another power washer. He wrote that I was a liar and wax doesn't work. Well, guess what? Because he's probably an idiot to be in the first place. And it's all about upselling. You know, if you can upsell that, then upsell it, dude. If you don't feel that it's true, then don't do it. You know, I did it as a I did it as a way to upsell it. You know, that was one of my packages. I charged $50 to have it as a package. I did, my first package was house washing. There for a while, my second package was wax, and my third package was window cleaning. Or you can do it the opposite. Do window cleaning and then wax. That way, that way people want wax. They got to buy the window cleaning to get it. So it's a great way to upsell. It does keep it from, it does work as a mold inhibitor. It will help it keep from growing mold as quick. So that's another thing that you can use that for. And you know what? Sometimes your competitors, they just want to be a jack leg in the first leg because they want to try to knock anybody they can down so that they can feel like they're a big winner, and really they're just a freaking loser at that point. So just my 2 cents. I'm not saying one way or another who your competitor is or none of that stuff. Mr. Stan asks, "Hi Jason, I seen a few of your YouTubes. I have a 2.8 3100 just now starting my business. Is this a good to start with? And do you have DVDs on your training course? Thank you for your time." I don't have DVDs. I do have all my training courses online. It's through Kajabi, and that's how I'm able to make everything work. And it goes over everything you need to do. It goes over the steps that you need to do to do a house wash, and steps to do a roof cleaning, and everything you need to do. And yes, that pressure washer will work. It's not going to be what you want. Oh, you really need to get at least a 4-gallon a minute. If you all are starting out as a new pressure washer, try to at least get a 4-gallon a minute pressure washer to at least start out with. You need that. It will be good to start out with. Mr. Nick asked, is there an SH mix that won't kill grass? Yeah, if you downstream 50/50 with if you downstream 50/50, you won't kill grass. None of my guys would pre-wet. All they would do is start washing the house. They never wetted grass in anything, and we never had an issue with it. Not one time. Let's see. Where do you get yard signs made, and where should I place them? I just getting ready to start a pressure washing business. I also have $1,000 to get pressure washing equipment. I do plan on getting a soft wash set up once the business can pay for it. Thanks, Brett. So Brett, I would tell you to get signs. You're going to want to go to pressurewashhelp.com/get signs. There you will buy me a cup of coffee, and it won't charge you any extra. And where would you want to place those signs? You want to place them at any busy intersection, anything like that. Just get them out there and get them up. Is the key. $1,000 to start a setup is going to be kind of cheap. So that is something that, you're just going to have to start out and get going. The next question is from let's see, 3231 is from John. Does your membership offer any plans to build a soft wash system? It does show you. I do have all the videos in there from the last 2 builds I did, and there is a soft wash system in there. Actually, I think the last 3 builds I did. So there is a soft wash system in there. And then Mr. Thomas asked, 3255. I have several questions, but the first would be 3 typical packages, and would you offer to the customer? So if I was just starting out, my 3 typical packages would be my first package is obviously the house wash. That's going to be my first package. My second package is going to be you can do wax, you can do exterior window cleaning, you can do all kind of things. And then my third package would be if you didn't do, house washing or wax, stuff like that. Another thing you can do is concrete cleaning. The hard thing about concrete cleaning is you really got to kind of judge of what you think it's going to be. Most of the time, if it's in this area, if it's this square foot, it's going to be this price. But a lot of times we might not know that off of the square footage of the house. So we might actually go off the square footage of the house, and we might not actually know that of how big the driveway is. So, we might think that driveway is this big, and when we get there, really a lot bigger. So we just got to be careful on that. Hey Jason, Mr. Justin, I have a marketing question. In about 9 years of experience, what do customers want from home washing? They will not say if it's the eyesore. Why? Of experience, what do customers want from house washing? They will not say. Here's the thing. You know what they really want? They don't want their house washed. Anybody can wash a house. They want the time. Time is very valuable to people. Time is more valuable than anything. anybody can pressure wash. Anybody can get out there and pressure wash. Anybody can. Most people want time. So, you are saving these people time. Don't worry about what's dirty. Here's the thing. I've been to houses and you're like, this thing ain't even dirty. I had customers that would do it every year. There's no dirt on a house in a year. Maybe a few bugs and spiders, but whoop-de-doo. But it made them feel good, and it made me feel good too, because when I walked in there and did that house, and it only, it took me no time because it's just a spray and go. Them are the best kind of houses ever. So don't worry about what what they're not saying. You got to worry about what you need to do to make that customer happy. And if you are getting that house washed, it's making them happy. Who is most of the time our customer? Most of the time our customer is the female. The female is the one calling. It ain't the dude calling, it's the female calling. And we just making her happy. I had a 2-story drop missed on me. Wear the proper clothing and mask and glasses. It's kind of hard to wear glasses when you're spraying this stuff, but well, who knows? Some of these are old, and I didn't get them sent out, so that's what's happening, Greg. Some of these questions I didn't get sent back out. I did some of them, but I got a bunch of new ones here. But some of these I'd have done, and I never got them sent back out. That's my bad. I got too much crap going on, dude. Hey, brother, my name is Chris. I'm down here in Cape Coral, Florida. I'm doing seawall pressure washing, Seawall 911, and also have started a separate pressure washing company called Swashbucklers Power Wash. Do you have any experience power washing in water with chemicals, or know of any chemicals that are strong enough without polluting? Yeah, don't do it. I believe you can use sodium precarb or bicarb. I believe it precarb, bicarb, something like that over water. And that's about the only chemical you can use over water. If you use anything, you can't use anything that's going to kill fish. Otherwise, it's not going to be good for you. But yeah, that is something that I would definitely look at. Do I need a soft wash system to start, or will a J-Rod and a power washer work for now? It will 100% work now, dude. You do not need a soft wash system. That will get you 90% of the jobs. Now, if you got some stuff that is a little bit stronger, if you got a lot of stucco in your area, then you might need to do either an X-Jet, or you may need to do a dual barb. If you don't have a lot of that crap, then you'll be fine. If you just got a lot of vinyl siding, hardy board, that kind of stuff, you'll be fine with a downstream injector. Do you tell the customer we have a show up minimum? Yes, I do. I'll be like, our minimum's $2.99 to show up. And they'll be like, okay, that's fine, come on. And you're like, okay, 10 minutes, I'm going $300. Woohoo! Any decent price soft wash setups that you suggest? This depends on what you want. If you're looking for something all put together, you're probably looking at about, if you're just wanting a box, or just depends on what you're wanting. If I would probably go with Cody down at Southeast Soft Wash, or I would look at Sean's. But Cody does really good work, and he's gotten it to the point of he knows exactly what needs to go on every trailer, and every trailer is the same. And it's okay to be able to do some stuff, but it's okay to be able to do different things. But Cody's kind of set it down at this is what he's done, and this is good. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. That way he knows what he knows, and that makes easy, and he's able to get it done faster that way. Love my first year. Awesome. How do we get the membership? Great channel. Great question. That's going to put me right here. Go to pressurewashhelp.com/training. It is going up Sunday. If you get in before Sunday, you will be grandfathered in at these lower prices. If you go there, pressurewashhelp.com/training, or you can just go to pressure wash help, and I will show you how you can get there, and that way I can show you the different plans and stuff like that. But as soon as that loads over there, my internet is being slow today. I'm trying to upload some videos to a Dropbox folder so that I can help this other woman is going to start helping me out with some of my editing stuff maybe. And if you go here and you go to join our community, or you can go to pressure wash help here, pressure washing training, either one of these, or you can go up here to join now. They're all going to take you to the same page. You just click it there, and or you can type in training and it automatically go there. And then once it comes up, you're going to click yes. You see Brian here with his big beard. This was an in-person training. So we're going to click there, and here is the courses. There's several of these courses going away. This course here is going to $99 Monday. This course here is going away. It's Voxer. If you want to Voxer and talk to me, that's that course there. These two courses will be gone too, so there will only be two of them. So there will only be two courses coming out. I actually just uploaded 2 videos today to it, so I've been dumping a bunch of good information in there, a ton of it. All right, we got to get back on questions so my wife don't kill me. I like living a little bit. Otherwise, y'all won't get to see me no more. All right, so the next question is from, we're at 41 minutes and 33 seconds. The next question is from Ryan, right here, Ryan. I'd like to know the process of washing cedar siding and pine siding and the chemicals that are to be used. So you can use sodium hydroxide to work, like an F18. I've used that on siding before, cedar siding. I've also just used bleach too. Just depends on which way you want to go. The correct answer is probably sodium hydroxide versus bleach, to be quite honest with you. We hang Christmas lights, C9s around our ranch style home. Let's see what this question is. This might be actually 4222, but I'll answer it here. We hang Christmas lights around our ranch style home each year. Our rain gutters in the area have a metal leaf shield on them. I hate them. And the plastic clips don't go in. S hooks won't work, and have used them. But we can't keep the string of lights tight. Then we have to put clips under the last shingle to hang strings on, but that does not always stay. We plan on re-roofing our house this summer. For ease of putting up and taking down annually, is there a mounting bracket that a row of clips could be mounted under the last shingle in which we could hang? Yeah, there is a clip that the shingle tab clip goes underneath. It's called a parapet clip is what it's called. It's called a parapet clip. I don't know how well it's going to work with that though, but that's what you're kind of looking for there. Let's see, 433. Hi, Jason. Creating your YouTube channel has been very helpful and information. I've been power washing for business for 31 years. I'm pretty much only washed trucks, and all the houses and decks I've washed were all done long before I had heard of soft washing. So my question is, for vinyl siding with an X-Jet with no proportion of running a 4 gallon a minute and 12.5%, that would be my mix ratio. Also, if I ran a 4 gallon a minute 12 volt, what would my mix be? You're probably going to have to cut that down to about 2 gallons, 1 to 2 gallons of SH to a bucket of 4 gallons of water, or 3 gallons of water, 4 gallons of water. With your 12 volt, you're going to try to get it down to that 1%. However, you're going to get it there to 1%. So that is something that you're just going to have to kind of play with it. I don't really, if you're going to run a mixer valve, then you could obviously do it that way too. Yeah, that's what you're going to have to end up doing. I'm going to go back over here because I got to figure out where I'm at on my thing. And that way I can keep up over here on the comments, keep everybody happy. Hey, I ordered. My computer going to be stupid now. Hey, I ordered a new Simpson 4-gallon. Could I do a bypass to a tank? Yes, you can. You sure can. I have videos on it. Go check out my channel and go back about 2 or 3 months. I've done a couple videos on them then. Using a foam cannon for bleach pool essentials instead of downstreaming, but not getting enough product on the house. Any suggestions? Yep, use a downstream injector. I don't know what those foam cannons are putting out. I've seen some people trying to use them, and I don't know what they're pulling. I haven't looked to see what they're pulling. How do you know when the unloader needs to be replaced? When the engine shuts off, or I had one that the whole bottom of the tip broke, and as soon as you let off the gun, it would shut the motor off. Or sometimes they can start going. They'll start feeling like a machine gun. They can say too. Um, do you have any suggestions for making parts last longer, other than obviously rinsing due to the SH corrosion? Yep, rinse the crap out of them. Can we call the guy you suggest right away? Which one are you talking about, Beth? Oh, for insurance? Yeah. Send me an email. Send me an Ask Jason, and I will get it. I will get it for you. And I can get him sent your way. Let's make sure to give Jason a thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up. I like thumbs up. I think I'm down to 25 freaking questions. Brian asked, let's see, we're at 47 minutes. Brian asked, I'm thinking of going to do a session with you, but I'll have to get closer to late summer. I do have one question. What's the best mixture for soft wash or downstream for vinyl siding? For downstream, you can go 6%, or you can go fit. What the heck on the down thumbs down? That must be Bobby Walker. Bobby Walker. It is for vinyl siding. Obviously, it's just going to be a 6%. It's not going to be a 6% mix. We're going to be a one. We're going to want to be in that 0.7 to 1.25, 1.5 mixture is where we really want to be for vinyl siding. However, we get there. The next question is from Gary. What's the best way to clean limestone? SH is how I cleaned it. I just nuked the crap, put a 6% mixture on it, and it would clean it pretty quickly and pretty nice for you. The way I would do it. Jason, I'm with Roof Moss and Gutter Floss. And I have a question relating to Google My Business. My business license has a post PO box, I'm assuming, mailing address and a physical address. But the physical address is a friend of mine location. I don't live there anymore. So my question is which address would I use for Google Maps? I would use a real address because just because shoot, that question might not even supposed to have been answered, but oh well. What was his name? Kevin. There it is. That question there was because of you can't use a PO box. A PO box does not work. All right. Ooh, that got big. So what's my next question on here? That limestone. All right, Jason asks. Oh, I skipped. That's what happened. I'm bad. Actually, Jason was on here. I don't know if he's still on here or not. 49. I'm trying to figure out my trailer. My pressure washing trailer business, just getting started. Small 5x8 trailer, can't afford to get in trouble on a budget. More looking to know how to do it right. What do you recommend? If you got to start out with 4 gallon a minute, that's fine. You can build it. I kind of went over this on my last live last night of what the kind of stuff you would need there. You can go check out my live from last night, and because these questions are kind of older, so I'm actually kind of getting up to update. So still here. Okay. Oh my! Somebody wrote a. Oh, what the heck happened here, Jason? Um, Dominique. There it is. All right. So this question is from Dominique. 50 minutes. Um, I'm Hi Jason. I'm contemplating on starting exterior washing business covering floors, walls, roofing, windows in Australia. And I would like to know what kind of services you could provide. I require advice on setting up a hot water system, training, application, and or products both, from theoretic to practical perspective. I've been watching your YouTube videos and I found that insightful and educational. Let me know what kind of assistance in my situation. So what I'm going to probably tell you is the membership with the Voxer program is the only membership. That's the only thing I can really know that I'll be able to help you with wise. Um, and even in dealing with another country, if as long as you can find stuff, I think you'd be all right with that. So that is one thing. Do you use? Let's see, 51. Do you use what do you use to prevent water from getting into doors and cracks? Don't spray them. Try to stay away from them. It's kind of that. It's kind of that that door issue that you got to be careful with. Otherwise, you can get in big trouble with it. And next question I got on this page, and I can go to the next one, is I just started my pressure washing business, but I'm unable to get any work. I would like to get a general leads to cut work. Any help would be awesome. Yep. Work on your Google My Business, work on Facebook, work on all that kind of stuff. Go check out yesterday's video again. There was a lot of great information on there on yesterday's video. All right. Let's make sure to give Jason thumbs up. Jason, for my first year doing Christmas lights, how much money do you think I should have to start with? You don't have to have a whole lot, to be honest. You can kind of buy as you go there for a little while, and then before you get to the end of the season, you might need to buy a little bit more. But you do need some ladders. I would recommend a goat. I would recommend some cougar paws. I would recommend maybe getting a 40-foot ladder. Definitely a 32-foot ladder. So those are your costs that you're going to have up front. The meters and that, you got to maybe $150 in that kind of stuff. Might want to get with one of your bigger guys. This is an untouched market down here. There's no one doing seawall maintenance for cleaning. It's all install only as long as you're not afraid of shark stuff. Hey, what would your yard sign wording look like and what works best? This is what my yard signs would look like. Big service, big phone number, and I don't care even if you put the phone pressure wash the address. You can move this down and make this even bigger. But big service, big phone number. These are your most important things right there. What made you sell your business, and how did you find a buyer? Business partner wanted out, and we sold it to a company that bought a bunch of other businesses that you probably know and have heard the names of. Hey Jason, what do I use to wash a tin roof with? You're going to use probably a 2 to 3% mix, and rinse it good. You don't need a lot of surfactant in it. Jose, hi Jason from Lexington, Kentucky. Which is better, online training or in person? To be honest, it depends on how you learn best. If you are a hands-on type of person to learn and you want to see what equipment you might need and what's going to be the best, I'm going to tell you, you will be way better to spend it on the in-person training. Because I go over all the different systems. I don't just go over downstreaming, or I just don't go over soft washing. I go over everything. I go over soft washing. I go over X jetting. I go over everything. I got all the 3 different kinds of equipment all set up in my trailer, and that way I'm doing it all there. So that's what my suggestion would be. I charge extra for exterior gutter cleaning. Yes, a lot extra is what I would do. What color tips are used for? Are you talking in the X-Jet or what? What up? How much do I charge per square foot? Depends on what you want to make and where you're at. If they are paying, I'm spraying. Yep. All right, Austin Toner is next. Let me find you up here. All right, 56 minutes. I'm gonna probably have to start doing a video a week of this. Ask questions. You all keep asking so many questions, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. I'm really not. I love helping people, so this is how I help people. Austin asked, "Hi Jason, I'm currently." Let me make sure that's the right question. Yep. Hi Jason, I'm currently setting up my rig and was wondering if I can use the 16-inch Whisper wheel away with 4,000 psi 8 gallon a minute on my Predator 4200 4.2 pressure washer, or if there is a better unit. Yep, you can use that one. You'll be fine with it. Yep, you can use that. And then the next question is, let's see, 5648. The next question is from Sandman's soft wash. I'm in the process of buying equipment. Do I need a belt drive pressure washer to pull from a buffer tank? I've been able to pull from even non or direct drives. I know people say you can't, but I have been able to. So, I'm not going to say one way or the other that, you can't only do this or you can't only do that, because I don't believe in that stuff. So Justin is the next question at 5730. And his question is, are you still designing lawn signs? The link was not available under the video. No, I mean, I showed the sign earlier here. This is what you want. You want a big service, big phone number, 18 by 29. And you can go to pressurewashhelp.com.get signs. The next question is from Mike. My 12-volt pump keeps blowing fuses. I wired it exactly the way your video shows. 30 amp fuses, blows after several minutes. I'm using the Fat Boy 9 gallon a minute interstate 12 volt. Again, you got to make sure you're using big enough wire. If your wire's not big enough, it will cause you issues. You have to have, I would definitely use probably at least 10 gauge, maybe bigger if you're going further away from the battery. The further away from the battery, the bigger the gauge of wire you have to have. The other thing is make sure your pump is, when it's on, and it's off. Don't just crack that handle. And if you turn it on and that pump's going meek, 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 then you need to actually adjust the pressure on it. You'll have to turn that pressure up a little bit, because if it's doing that or cutting in and out, you want that pump just to run nice and when it's on, it's not cutting up and down and all that kind of thing. So you definitely want to make sure that you do that. Let me get this last miss from Chris. Chris Gibson is right here at 5927. Hey, I see people use a ball valve to rinse with a soft wash system. What is that hooked up to? A pressure washer or just a 12-volt pump? And can I use the same hose to rinse plants and as I run through as a run SH through to wash. Most of the time, they're using that as a pressure washer. Is what they're using. They are using a pressure washer. Is what they're using, and that is how you're able to rinse faster than that. Mr. Bart asked. Mr. Bart asked. Where'd Bart go? Hey, Jason, first of all, I love your videos. My question is, I live about an hour north of Columbus, Ohio. Any idea where to get the best place of SH? All I'm finding is around 5 gallons a gallon. Where do you get it from? Because I can probably drive and pick it up. Second question is when you pre-treat driveways with SH, does the surrounding grass die with from the chemicals? Lastly, do you use a combination of SH, water, and surfactant for all your house washes, and what ratio? Thanks for all you do. So we'll answer that last question. Yes, I use SH, water, and surfactant. I keep it around a 1%, 1.75 to 1.5 mix. The next question is if you pre-treat driveways with SH around the surrounding grass dies, means you're using a too strong of a mix, and that will kill grass really quickly. And then the 5 gallon mix, $1 a gallon. You can go to Miami Products. They do deliver over in Columbus somewhere. I'm not 100%, but I know Benjamin Baker actually picks it up in Columbus. So I know a couple people pick it up in Columbus actually. So you can actually pick it up in Columbus and get it a lot. I'm pretty sure you can get a lot cheaper than that. So that is some things you can do there. Justin Green asked, 101.42 or Justin Green asks, I want to see if I can get help with setting up Google Ads for my pressure wash business. Also, how much does it cost? I'm a one-man show. So if you want me to set up your pressure washing business, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/get leads. And there I have a setup where you can actually, I will set them all up. I will put all the negative keywords. I'll put all the positive keywords. And that way it's yours to go. And you can go from there. With that being said, it's $7.99. If you want me to manage it, it's $500 a month for me to manage your AdWords. So the next question is 0237. What kind of soap do you use? Wait, let me get my big head out of here. What kind of soap do you use? Your soap was blue. I use Eliminator, but it's kind of expensive. I use Notmonade, and I use a blue tracer, and that's how I'm getting it. You can get any tracer from any lawn. It's just a lawn tracer is all it is. So when people are spraying lawns, they know where it is. So that's all I'm using as a tracer. That's what everybody's using. The next question is from Richard at 0313. I'll answer 2 more questions and I'll get back to the guys online here. Hi, Jason. I'm starting a pressure washing, soft washing business. I have the hardest time figuring out prices in my area. I live in a town where this service is not even heard of. Yet, hopefully get ahead of the game before everyone else does. Closest place that offers these services is like an hour and a half away. D&T want to know. I don't want to undercut myself, but want to be able to price the market. I checked out a site on HomeWise, but really didn't get far with it. Can you throw some on site? And thank you. I don't know where you're from, but I mean, I'm sure you're not the only person in the game. Try to figure out your time and what it's worth and see what you can sell it for, because that's what you're selling at the end of the day. We're selling time. We're not selling nothing else. With that being said, you just got to go figure it out and, shoot for $300 an hour. That's what I always tell people. Shoot for $300 an hour. Go from there. If you're not closing jobs at $300 an hour, go to $250 an hour. If you're just starting out, start out at $200 an hour. That's a good place to start. I wouldn't go no lower than $200. Hello, Jason. What time are we on here? 4:36. I have an 8 gallon a minute, 3600 pump. Do I need a 1/2 inch power wash hose, or can I use 3/8? I'm doing house washes. What would you use? I would use 3/8. 1/2 inch is heavy, and it is not worth it at all. Let's see how many more pages I got here. So I got 3 more pages, which is about 12 more questions. But I'm gonna go back over here and answer some of you guys's here. XJet changed my life. Thanks for the advice. If the woman is calling most of them, we are exterior housekeepers. Pretty much. You ever stained some wood and it looks awesome and the client didn't notice? Yep, because they don't care. Can you still make very good money only doing driveways and patios? That's honestly not where your money making is. Your money making is doing house washing. That's where your money making is. Actually, you really want to know where your money making is roof cleaning. But that's obviously the highest risk thing. Roof cleaning is your most money making thing. But here's the thing about that. You can do sidewalks and, like for stores and that kind of stuff and still make money doing it that way too. Invest in a shocker hitch. They have an airbag. I highly recommend it. You won't regret it. My package list: happy properties, value happy properties, and the high ticket. Should that one be in the middle of package list or at the end? I don't know. I just stick to the common ones. How do we clean blacktop? Seal coated stuff. We don't want to use a surface cleaner, but we don't want to have a lot of it out here. Blacktop, I would just clean it usually with a low nozzle pressure, with very low pressure. Oh, message you earlier, joined today. Awesome. If a woman are calling most of the time, then we are the exterior housekeepers. Jason, I need help. I have a 65-gallon tank about 2 feet off the floor and my pressure washer bolted to the floor. My machine will not put out more than 1,000 psi. Continue in the next comment. It builds 4,500 psi, but the second I pull the trigger, it's a gentle stream. There's lots of things. Obviously, what nozzle you have in there, what tips you have in there, obviously you're setting your unloaded 4,500 psi. I might back that down. How much hose are we talking about? Have you rebuilt? Does it feel like a machine gun when it's doing it, or is it just normal? Does it just go pedal down? How old's the machine? Have you ran it hot? There's lots of questions to ask there. Do you warranty house washers? Nope. What up, Ray? I'm your biggest fan. Dude, I'm going to be your biggest fan for long because you're going to blow it out of the water, dude. But, hey, I sent you that link. I don't think you ever filled it out, dude. Let me know. Everyone, have a great night. What's for dinner? So, you recommend downstreaming houses and 12 volts for roof? Yes, I do. 100%. Are all downstream injectors created equal? No, they are not. Hey, I'm about to wash my first tin roof. Can I use regular SH house wash mix or stronger? You'll need to go a little bit stronger, probably. SH not good for it. It's not, but you're not. That's why you got to rinse it instead of just leaving it. Any advice on single cedar shingles roofs? Yeah, I actually used house wash mix or a roof mix, and then I would come back and put a coating on it. A coating of, I forget what it's called now. What soap do you use on a metal roof in a metal building? Actually, I got that question on here. It's coming up. I'll answer that question in about 2 seconds because that way I can answer this and my wife can send it to you and I get 2 questions answered at once. All right, so we got a big long question here. I'm gonna scroll down so the number ain't in there. John, let me see what time it is, John. I've been in business with like new power wash for 4 years. The problem I'm having is with windows is after my house wash, I'm leaving a bad film on the windows that is difficult to remove from the homeowner. I've tried the downstream products like Zep that come in downstream bottles. I'm not having any luck. I use an X-Jet for my house wash and typically use 2 gallons of SH, 3 gallons of water, and 4 ounces of eliminator surfactant. The pump I'm using is a 4 GPM, 4,000 PSI. I'm needing to find a way to minimize the soap scum left on windows. So many help. You can help with John. John, I use the best thing I've found to use, and I've been hearing it a lot with the scope scum, is the only thing I really ever was able to use was roof snot. If you use roof snot, it didn't leave the windows looking bad. That's the best thing that I've ever used to not make the windows look like crap. So roof snot is what I've used, and that's why I use it. All right, Troy just asked this question in the live. I'm going to answer it here so that way my wife can send you a nice little email and you'll still get the video of this. Jason, I've never washed a metal building or a metal roof yet. Can I use bleach or what should I use? I have it set up to do on Friday and some shutters. I got an idea was claims about shutters, but I don't know if you can make suggestions or about shutters. They're oxidized. She wants to bring them back. So the metal siding, I just use house wash mix. On the roof, I would try to do house wash mix too. Sometimes you gotta go a little bit stronger for the roof because where it's sitting on that angle, you'll get up to about a 3% mix, and that'll usually clean it for you. The key to it is don't use too much surfactant, and the second key is to make sure that you are rinsing it really well. Don't just spray it. Don't let it dry on it because that will cause it to oxidize itself. If you want to remove the oxidation off of it, you're going to need something like gutter butter, maybe Cleansol BC, something like that. But I probably wouldn't go messing with it too much because you can jack up paint pretty fast if you're not careful. So that's what my suggestions would be for you. Let's see. What's this here? 113.12. Watch the live video. Where's the link for the $49 package? You can go to pressurewashhelp.com/training, and in there you will find all about the package for the $49. It is going away this Monday. Sunday night will be the last. I'm changing it over Monday morning, sometime Monday. So if you don't get it before Monday, you will be able to get it till the link is there, no more. So it'll be Monday, Tuesday. It will be gone. It'll be bye-bye. It'll be high dollar from there on. Let's see. Let me answer this one last question on here so I can get rid of this page so I can be caught up with this stuff. Tyler Tyler asks, I appreciate all your videos. What product and where can I purchase the color dye you are achieving by downstreaming? You will need to have a dual barb injector if you're going to try to downstream it with a needle valve. You can order it from the power wash store, or you can order it from Russ, or you can order it from any pressure washing store. But you will need a dual barb downstream injector, and you will need to. I just use it in a different surfactant bucket. and that's how I pull it. And I do it with a lawn marker. The lawn marker you can get off. I just got a gallon of it off of Amazon for like $15 something. I mainly only do it for video when I'm videoing it, and I only do it for um, training, so that way guys can see it getting put up there. A lot of times guys can't see the soap coming out, so that's why I do that for. Next question is from don't know how to pronounce it. Me. It is Mekai. Um, his question is, Jason, my name is Mika Neeson. I left a super chat about my pressure washing business that I started. Oh, okay. When I was 17 years old, which was 2 years ago later, I was at making $20,000 a month in a month. You mentioned that you would like to come on the channel and talk. I have questions for you in blood. Okay, so he's wanting to come on. That didn't need to be on here. I needed this one here. Come on live. Because I love success stories. Who all wants a success story? Who doesn't love a success story, right? Mike asked the question. Mike asked the question. Hey, Jason, I've been watching your videos, and I just want to say thank you for all your help and knowledge. I am 22, finishing college next year, and I just filed for my articles of organization for my LLC. I bought a 3200 PSI 2.5 gallon machine. I know this is a very weak machine, but I'm planning on investing my profit into a 4-gallon machine as soon as possible. My machine arrives. I plan on hitting the pavement and knocking doors to offer garbage bin cleaning, my sidewalk cleaning service. My ultimate goal is to grow the business as far as I can into pursuing a future career as a firefighting after graduation. I plan on this business to supplement my income as a firefighter. Thank you again. Encouragement and information. Um, Let's see. He says something more here. Thank you again for encouragement you offer through your website and channel is a real blessing. I don't know what the question is, but thank you for watching. Again, I would try to, I mean, garbage bin cleaning, I don't know so much. I know some people that have bought the machine, and I know a lot of people that have sold the machine because it's expensive and that kind of stuff. All right, I'm going to answer these next two questions, and then I will get back to the live here real quick because that's all I got. Look at that. Isn't that awesome to see all these questions gone? Let's see. I will actually answer this one first because it's at the top. It says, where can I buy 200 feet of Flexzilla hose in a 200-foot section? I bought it off of Amazon when I bought it. That's where I got mine. And then the last question is from right here. And it is from Joe. Real easy. 11835. And this is the last question. And I am happy. Just get it off my back from my wife. Thank you all for all you do. The videos and web content that you put out is extremely helpful. I'm thinking about starting a pressure washing business in North Colorado where I live. Doesn't seem to be too much competition out here. I'm thinking about attending some training with you to learn the tips of the trade. I would like to focus mainly on house and roof cleaning, but would like to have the ability to do decks, driveways, fences as well. Looking for advice on what type of rig to start with. I will either need to go with a van or an enclosed trailer due to my living situation and parking lot. Thinking to set up with a 5.5 gallon minute. What is your trailer build list? Wondering what is the requirement to do soft washing with this setup if it is already good to go for a soft washing as you have it. Thanks for your time. Hope it is healthy. Stay healthy. Um, I would suggest. I mean, if you that unit I have is actually a decent unit. With that being said, you can use the same tank for your soap tank as you can for your soft wash system. Your water tank for your buffer tank, you can use that for the same system. That's how I run them all, and you can do both of those, and that will work just fine. How many questions I got on here? I signed up for your course last night. I have a list of questions. I would like some help with what's the best way to email Voxer. If you're in the Voxer program, Voxer is the best way. If you're not in the Voxer, you can ask the questions underneath of there, or you can send to Ask Jason. If you're in the Voxer program, that's the best way to answer questions to me. And that way, go to Voxer and get there and give it to me, and then that way I can answer them individually and go and help you out. If you're not in the Voxer program, then send me an email, send it through Ask Jason, whatnot, or you can ask questions underneath of the actual individual videos, and I will try to get those answered. John needs to be muted. Jason, last night you said build packages should at some point I eliminate just the house wash and have something packaged with it and did 3 different tiers. Absolutely, yes, 100%. What's a good scrubless wood brightener for cedar shake roof? Probably some type of oleic acid, but I don't know if it's going to be brushless. Jason, what do you think about the Joist app for newbies? It's free, so it does work. I don't know if it's going to be your best option, but it is free. What kind of soap do you use? I saw a video of you using a blue soap. I use Snotmonade. The blue soap is just a marker so I can teach with it, and it looks cool on video, so that's why I use it. What's your Christmas light channel name? If you go to christmaslightshelp.com/YouTube, it'll get to you. You can get there that way. Is the easiest way that I can tell you to get there. Hey Jason, I want to do an 8-gallon a minute. Where can I buy double quick connects? Thank you. I want to with an 8-gallon. Where can I buy double quick connects? I don't know why you need double quick connects. I don't understand the question. What is the average price I should expect for insurance just for me? I also have to get with you about where to get SH in a drum local to us. You're looking at probably $1,000, $1,200 for insurance to be covered properly. And we're going to talk more about that on Sunday night when Mr. Matt comes around. Wild Wild West, I use Joyce and really like it. How long did it take you to hang Christmas lights on the average house by yourself? If you got one other person, you can get them up in about 2 hours. If you're by yourself, you're about 3 hours. Me too. I upgraded this week from a 4-gallon to 8-gallon. Now that's a game changer. It is a game changer. You are absolutely right. Do you use the Hoist program? I don't know. Joyce Pro, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's a good pressure washing community. Yo, what's a good pressure washing community? Right here. Go to pressurewashhelp.com/training, and I won't tell you a bunch of crap. If I know it, I'm going to tell you the truth. A lot of these communities will give you a bunch of crap information. You'd be shocked to watch how much crap information gets thrown out there. It's kind of stupid. Answered that question. Marketing. Where do you buy roof knot? Is from Russ Johnson. You will have to call. Currently replacing my high pressure hose. Is this stuff directional? It is not directional. Nope. What is the best tracer to use when you're using a 12-volt soft wash system? Um, you can use Apple Wash and pay that money, or you can just buy. I'd buy yard marker is what I bought because it's going to kill the pigment anyway. $10 from Big Rise, peer character bowing down saying thank you. Curie Tech hoses, which one is the best, yellow or blue? Either one don't really matter. That must be a spam one. Do you work in the wintertime? That's what we do Christmas lights for. This year, you was able to do I know a guy that was able to wash all year long here in Cincinnati. This is the first year that you was able to do it. That's something that you just did. Hey, Jason, can't wait to you're live this weekend on business insurance because I got a business insurance quote for $2,400 a year, and I was thinking that's kind of high. It's a little bit. Can't wait for Sunday. Make sure you bring your questions for Sunday on insurance. If you won't be here on Sunday and watch the after, make sure, and you have a question, make sure you go on to my community tab. There's a community tab, and and I actually wrote a little thing of ask questions. Go in there and do that. You can also go in there and when you get in there, you can use there's some other polls. You can answer those other polls too, because I've been doing that just to kind of gain information for myself. Lawrence, yes, working stages. Keep track of your dwell time and don't let bleach dry to anything. Creates problem, big problems. Wow, this was a lot better. Last time I asked about this many questions, I was on here for about 40 minutes. No, I'm sorry. I was on here for about 2 hours. It just took me forever to get them all answered. But this time only took me an hour and a half. Hour and a half. All right, guys. Again, pressurewashhelp.com/training. It is going up after this weekend. I'm raising my prices. They're going up. And it'll be $99 a month versus $49 a month. Also, the Voxer program will be going away. And the Voxer program is a great way to be able to ask questions and to be able to get them answered by me right away. And I can give you encouragement. And people that are on it are, growing their business by being on it. So that program is going away. So I will not be doing it anymore. Will a 12-volt alone do roof and house washes as a standalone unit until I can get a pressure wash? Yep, you can. You can for sure. It's all right to bleach dry a concrete, right? Yep, you can spray it on there and definitely leave it. But again, go check out pressurewashhelp.com/training. I am still planning on having my in-person training on May 29th. It's only going to be limited to 5 people, so we can keep us spread apart. You might want to stay in Indiana or Ohio. I don't know, because Kentucky's being retarded right now and not opening up, and everybody else is. So if you do come to Kentucky to have where my class is, we might have to go to Ohio so we can go eat dinner because Kentucky is being retarded right now. But that's beside the point, and can't help that out. I can't help retardedness. Again, go check out pressurewashhelp.com/training. Thank you all for coming on tonight. Appreciate it. See you on Sunday. Make sure you come on Sunday. If you have questions about insurance, if you want to make sure, he's going to make sure on the insurance that you have the coverage that you need, so that you're covered in what you need. So he is going to have that coverage, and because a lot of people, what he told me is a lot of people aren't covered properly. So we need to make sure you're covered properly. The last thing you want to do is to say, yeah, I got insurance. You go screw something up and you're really not covered for it. And now it's coming out of your pocket after the fact. So definitely make sure you check in on Sunday night to see that live. I'll see you on Sunday, and hope you all have a rest of the good week. Be safe. It's supposed to be nice out, and that kind of stuff. So have a great day, and hope you all have a great weekend too. See you Sunday night.